Wash now, style later is exactly as it sounds. You literally wash your hair at some point and you style it later. Does it need more explanation? This is definitely not my first time doing this, but it is my first time showing y'all. For those of you that sometimes have time crunches, things in your regular life that may not allow the time to complete your entire wash day routine all at once. Of course, for those of y'all that are like me that just wanted a clean scalp, but I didn't want to have to go the extra mile for it. What up, y'all? Welcome back. And if it's your first time here, my name is Jannelle. We do all things wavy, curly, and then some. And if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and slam that subscribe button to stick for more. All right, let's jump in. Wash now, style later is something that many of y'all may do or have done, and now it just has a name for it. Curly Fit Mom on Instagram coined the term wash now, style later, which is essentially washing your hair when you have the time for it and styling it when you have the time for it or when you feel like it. In my case, I had plenty of time the other night, but I didn't want to. It's very similar to the concept of refreshing, with the exception, of course, being that I do not have stylers in my hair. So typically when I follow this routine, it is when I am doing like multiple steps. Like maybe I'm doing a bond builder, maybe I need a deep conditioner and things that need time to sit in my hair. And by the time I'm done with it, I'm just like, ew, can we be done? This wash was very much that. I used a bond builder, I clarified, and I also did a deep treatment on my hair. And then prior to leaving the shower, I layered my hair with 2 different leave-ins, which I've been doing a lot lately and love. Air dried for a little bit, diffused fairly roughly with the intent to get it dry. It has now been 2 days since my wash, and I decided I want to put some stylers in my hair to go nowhere, but here we are. So to start this off, I am going to dampen my hair. I've seen a lot of people with this technique completely soak their hair, and I'm just not about that life. If I had to entirely re-wet my hair, this would just never make this worth it. I really just approach this kind of like I'm refreshing. I do not soak my hair, I just dampen, and I dampen enough to where the hydrogen bonds will reset and the curl will take a new shape. I also really avoid getting my roots too wet because they are what takes the longest to dry. Using the Bouncecurl avocado and rose oil clump and define cream. This much. I'm going to start with flipping, and I'm just smoothing. Using a bit more. Now, I'm gonna go in lightly at the top layer, and I'm going to focus on the clumps and the areas that I already know were a bit frizzy and not really taking form. I already can see so much more movement. Oh, the glories of water. The next thing I'm going to do before adding in my gel is I'm going to use my Denman to clump some of these areas. If you saw my last video, you saw that I do not really, I like it, but I don't love using the Denman on wash days, but I really do enjoy using it on refresh days. I guess probably even more accurately is I prefer using it on individual curls versus my whole head of hair. So I can focus on just what needs a boost versus messing with things that ain't broke. Top layer of my hair is very heavy. It is so long, like, oh my goodness. And it's always been a looser texture for me, and it's really just needing more support in addition to needing a trim. So this is perfect. I'm gonna add the Woman to Woman Naturals Gel Power Mousse. Comes out like a gel. Look at how foamy that got. Gonna bring my hair forward. Smooth. If you're like me and like a little grit at your roots because your hair is really fine, apply whatever you're using to the roots. And I'm not really like raking or scrunching it in. I'm literally just taking my fingers in and kind of shaking them because it'll just add a little bit of texture. One of the reasons I just completely dislike the idea of having to completely re-soak your hair is the drying time. Just dampening enough and avoiding the roots as much as possible will really cut down on drying time, and it'll make this, instead of like completely restyling your hair, almost just like a refresh. Last step in this process for me is root clips. I like to add these on wash day, but also when I refresh, really helps prevent my roots from getting weighed down. I am going to air dry while I do my makeup, then I will hit with the diffuser just to get it 100% dry, and I'll see y'all when I'm done. Boom! One of the reasons that I do actually kind of like the wash now, style later is it gives me a chance to assess my actual natural hair with no product. A good way of being able to see if you need a boost of protein, if you need more moisture, maybe if you need some clarifying. It gives me kind of this clean reference point. And then when I come and style later, I know what I need to use. All right, y'all, that is it for this video. I'm really hoping that this helps some of you, those that are on a time crunch, those that just need to give yourselves scalp some love and don't have time for the rest, or those times where we just need to take a bath or a shower and love ourselves and not have to step out and worry about all the upkeep. And you never know, for some of y'all might just prefer this anyways. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And again, if it was your first time here, my name is Jannelle. We do all things wavy, curly, and then some. And if you haven't slammed that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? Go slam that subscribe button, hit that bell while you're at it to turn on post notifications so you do not miss a thing. I will see you next time. Bye!